The next dude, whom I will call Michael, is one of those cold people who doesn't seem to fear anything. His red juice runs cold in his veins. And you know I'm adhering to the rules when I say red juice. To be more respectful, I will say, man, I'm the dude in this situation because I won't find myself reacting to such eerie events with an attitude that speaks masculinity. I will be a bit goofy. The man has moved on, not from his wife but rather from this house, ever since he discovered that house was haunted. The problem is that he just moved into the house not so long after the date of the recording but had to move out again not that long after. He said he once heard noises he couldn't explain, so you may think his ears were affected by some disease or something. But 9 out of 10 doctors said otherwise. They all said it had more to do with Michael's house than anything. The 10th doctor said it was purely due to the paranormal activity in the house, and he was certainly correct. Michael later discovered that the house was indeed haunted, and the day he decided to capture the activity on camera, he went down to the basement where he heard the noises coming from, and he was baffled, or more like, I was the one baffled to see how clear this paranormal activity was. The spray bottles went straight to the floor, while the door was freely swinging slowly as if it were never standing still before. How creepy.
I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really, there it is. That's freaky stuff right there, man. Yep, that's what you call it. I hate that. Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go with the door again. Yeah, I don't like that. Ooh, that's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close, stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Holy crap, that's freaky.
Michael, as I mentioned in the intro, has moved out ever since, and this video dates back to 2017, so it's pretty old at this point. But just thinking about it, an old house that isn't abandoned was left by these guys, knowing surely it was left haunted. You wouldn't even dare take a peek at its windows if you crossed by it on the street, knowing its history. If you thought you had already seen a dude chill enough in front of a paranormal activity, then your eyes need to be sanitized and washed with some good quality soap, because Leighton is about to drop his attitude on your thick head when you see how he owned the ghost in his house. I know you have goosebumps on your skin right now, and I also know why. It's not due to the teasing for the next video, but rather how cringe it was, and I have to send you my sincere apology for that. So let's get back to Leighton and his luxurious house. I have featured the man who calls himself Manchester 666 before, and I don't want to mention that every time I refeature someone on this channel, Leighton is back today with yet another list of spooky clips. As he was chilling on the couch and having an important call with one of his close friends, the ghost in his house, and I'm referring to Leighton's house here, the ghost seemed to have gotten jealous. He was like, "Am I not enough for you, Leighton?" So he struck back. So the blinders began shaking, opening and closing until Leighton had enough and called it the day. One day, while Leighton was enjoying his snacks, he didn't share them, so the ghost in his house began messing with the door, punching it to the wall aggressively like a little child. The mirror was there at the back of the door, so due to the heavy pushing of the door, it was forced out of its position, falling to the floor, breaking, and then being awkwardly pulled, which was creepy. Another day, Leighton was also enjoying his snacks because he loves eating. The table was shaking, causing everything around it and on it to shake with it. And since the man loves eating, one time he was eating his weird soup and refused to be nice in communication with the ghost, so the ghost took the man's head and shoved it into that bowl of soup. Guess what? After all these paranormal scenes, the man was like a parent with his uncivilized child.
You finished? I was recording there, guys. I was just eating a meal deal from Morrison's. Yeah, so it's been pretty quiet today. And then he banged the table, so I've set the camera up. I've put the green ball on, guys, for anybody who says green screen, you know, the armchair debunkers and that. The paint palette is to show there's no blue screens, red suits, all colours covered. So yeah guys, it's been pretty quiet today. I'm going out soon, so I'm not sure if we'll get any more footage today. This is the Winston Churchill coin, guys. A few people have been asking to have a look at it close up. It's a 1965 Winston Churchill coin. I found it in my neighbour's flat in a locked cupboard. There was a banging noise coming from the cupboard. I opened the cupboard, brought the coin home. Activity started. I'm not letting them get me angry anymore, guys. I'm just trying to eat my breakfast. Fucking destroying everything in my flat. I'm not being bothered anymore. I think that's just happened because I'm staying out tonight. I'm going out to watch the football, the final, England and Spain. And then I'm staying out. I was on a phone call just before all this started happening. Do that again, guys. I'm going to show the blinds close up because people have said someone's outside helping them with fishing line and things like that. This is to show there's no green screens or anything like that. Window was closed, guys, and I'm high up. So yeah, that's the Ouija board. I put the mirror there as well, the broken mirror. I've not got rid of it yet. And I was recording on here. But I'm off to bed soon, guys, so I'll probably do the next update tomorrow. I've just got in bed to watch a film and that lamp started rattling. It's stopped now, but if it does it again, guys, I'll record it. Winston, it's going on the balcony! You in! Winston's just put my head in that carrot and coriander soup, guys. It's been quiet all day. I was recording on there because someone said, well, a few people said, start eating meals at the table instead of on my poof. So I've done that. I tried playing with the Ouija board this morning. I asked him some questions. He spelled nothing out. I got nothing back. He likes the green ball, so I thought he might have went to yes and no, things like that. Anyway, he didn't use that. So that's why the camera's been set up there. And I thought, right, I'll eat a meal here. I was there for less than 60 seconds, guys. Started eating. Table went up. So I threatened him, the green ball, which is there now. I said, I'm going to put your green ball on the balcony. My head's gone straight in the soup. You know, I don't know if it's Winston, guys, because there has been a shadow the last week, new activity. I know that wasn't aggressive, but Winston doesn't usually do things like that to me. So I don't know. Why didn't you find it last week or the week before when the search were there? Yeah, obviously. Well, that's why I said, obviously. And it doesn't exist again, does it anymore? But he turns up today after the football game last night. Pack it in! Wants to mess about. Go in the bathroom! I'll call you back. I was eating my tea, guys, kebab and chips. I was recording on there. He's been messing about for the last hour. I've been out, come home. So here's the blinds, guys. Yeah, something, last time he moved the blinds, people were saying it's electric blinds, motorised blinds. These are definitely a pulley system, guys, 100%. I'm sure somebody in the comments has the same blinds. And somebody said somebody was outside with fishing line. The window was closed, but even if it wasn't, you know, guys, I'm really high up. I'm really, really high up. Yeah, guys, I'm really high up. So anybody who says somebody was outside the window helping me with fishing line, it must be Superman or Spider-Man.
Unfortunately, the part where his head was pushed into the soup felt a bit off to me. I don't know, I couldn't swallow that one as much. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything because I said swallow and he was eating the soup. But in all seriousness, this ghost isn't playing around, even if he seems like it. Axel Loa. You may think I'm referring to some professional soccer player, but kid you not, this man is not a professional soccer player. He was once in a public bathroom, full of stalls all around him. What kind of description is that? Don't worry about it, keep on learning. Axel was doing whatever he was doing there, minding his own business alone in the most comforting and disgusting place of them all, when he all of a sudden began hearing strange, creepy noises around him. Maybe his stomach was playing tricks on him since he was in the right place to release his magic, but that wasn't the case. The noises weren't caused by him, which makes things far creepier since no one was ever there. So what did these noises sound like? Well, he began recording after he heard it, and most likely it was like banging on doors, because in the video, there were sounds of heavy knocks on doors, but as I disclosed before, no one was there. The most terrifying part is yet to come, because as he was trying to make sure what he heard was caused by a ghost, from the gap of one of these stalls' doors, there could be seen a grayish-pale face peeping at the man from behind the door, and what escalates the terror of this scene is the fact that as he was checking that stall, in mere moments the face was nowhere to be seen.
Quiero que vean, estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Y aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, hoy. ¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon? No hay nada.
Axel has uploaded more videos since this one, which hasn't been that long since he put this one up, but only 2 of his videos aside from this one were paranormal related, and it seems like these 2 are not related to this one by any means. Have you ever asked yourself, how do ghosts and jinn feel? Do they even have emotions? Do they get cold like we do? Well, I'm not here to answer any of these questions. That's not my job. I was just being myself, one of the many weirdos in the world, trying to find answers to questions only weirdos may initiate asking. But today I learned a new thing about ghosts, and I would like to teach it to you, so please consider me your tutor. Ghosts are indeed cold, so cold that in thermal cameras they appear with no heat. And that's all thanks to our investigator in the next video, Franco. He is investigating a place he previously visited and encountered some eerie activity. The Weeping Angels Cemetery, dating back to the late 19th century, is renowned for its eerie atmosphere and numerous paranormal reports. Named for its angel statues, some appearing to cry, the cemetery has a history of tragic events and ghostly legends. Visitors often report sightings of a ghostly child, unexplained sounds, and other supernatural occurrences, such as extinguishing candles and thermal cold spots. Local folklore suggests that the angel statues act as guardians, while the haunted mausoleums are said to be particularly active with ghostly phenomena. As Frank arrived, he stumbled upon one of these mausoleums that caught his attention, as there were haunted dolls inside of it, and outside, there was a candle with a cross beside it. He decided to focus on this mausoleum, but what caught his attention later was that the candle was lit up, which wasn't the case earlier. So it's either there is someone with him or it's all part of the poltergeist world. The fire was extinguished all of a sudden, right in front of him, and he took it as a sign of paranormal activity. But as I mentioned, ghosts are cold, and by using the thermal camera, he caught what looked like a spirit or a black shadow figure of a child. So I don't know why, but Frank decided in that moment to be a creep and offer the child ghost some candy. How weirdly terrifying. He also heard the sounds of a crying baby, but at one moment, and if you pay attention, you will see how, as he was walking, a mist appeared in front of him out of nowhere and seemed to take a shade on the man. It was a genuine apparition that walked towards Frank. In the end, he left after hearing more faint voices.
I never was able to catch something like that again after that. At least not here. This is the candle. Oh, there's a cross next to it. Let me see if I ask questions. What is your name? Manello. Mr. Manello? Or Mrs. Manello? I got a car alarm. I don't know if you guys could see inside the room. See if I could zoom in a little bit. See the creepy dolls? I think way back when, in fact, one of those dolls were making sounds. I'm not getting much of anything. That is the back. That's the candle. This is the tomb. What the is that? Holy shit. What the hell is that? So I'm getting what looks like... I don't even know what that is. It looks like a child. And whatever it is, it's like right there in front of the glass. And it's just staring out. It looks like a child. It literally just looks like a child just staring at me. Here, I'm gonna step further back. Look at that. Looks like it has its arm out or something. I want to see if it moves its arm. This is my hand. As you can see on camera, it's hot. This is my flashlight. And that's what I'm seeing. What the is that? Hello? Can you touch the ball? Can you tell me what your name is? Can you move? Can you do something? Quick. If you see the tombs, they're warm. And right now anything that's hot would be dark. Probably like my hand here. You see my hand's dark? And my fingertips? But that, whatever that is not. That is a much brighter color. Holy, that is freaking creepy. You can see how it looks like without using thermal. What the is that? Without using thermal. I just heard what sounded like a baby crying. If that was you, can you please give me a sign that you're here? Whatever you can do, can you touch the cat ball? If you'd move the cat ball, I would greatly appreciate it. I'll leave you candy or whatever you want. Can you do everything in your power to go ahead and turn off the candle if you can't use the cat ball? Go on. Just turn it off. Thank you. I'm now pointing the camera at the mausoleum door, and whatever the hell I just seen is no longer there. If you're still in there, can you come back to the door? I don't mean any harm. I know you turned off the candle, and I greatly appreciate it. What the hell is that? What the hell was that? I literally just saw something right here. What the hell is that? What the freak was that? It looked like a mist right here, and it just kind of walked right over here, and it standed right here, and then it just kind of faded away. I'm literally getting what sounds like somebody crying or moaning. I want to see if there's any lights. You hear it? I'm gonna come over here. I see a light on the inside. What the hell is that? I'm turning on the IR. Not getting any spikes. I just heard it again. It definitely sounds like it's coming from back here. It definitely sounds like it's coming from back.
If we consider that these voices were mostly childish, then we can tell that this man is dealing with the spirit of a child or a child jinn. The sounds and the appearance all indicate that it's a ghost of a really young age. We all have that one dream in our lives, to own our own property, which we have always wished to own someday. Maybe that day will never come, and these house owners will keep inflating these rents on us, but let's keep on dreaming. Maybe this wasn't very motivating, but I'm not here to motivate anyone. No, I'm here to talk about events and cases such as the one in the next sequence. There are people who are far better than me, like Slummy, the famous construction worker on TikTok, who has gained massive popularity due to the ghost haunting his house. This successful man is one of those who had a dream of having his own house. So when he grew up, he became a construction worker and made his dream come true by buying the house he admires. Maybe he made his dream come true, but he was a bit on budget there. The house is royal and fancy, you can describe it as you wish, but you can't convince me to stay one night in it. Do you know why I said he was a bit on budget despite the luxury of the house? Well, when you want to build a house, you will need land, so the land's reputation does play the most important role. And here, where the terrifying tale of the story began. The land is rich, but rich with its dark history. Slummy wasn't aware of that until he had to find out later on his own after he discovered the amount of paranormal activity laying inside this mansion of evil. After he had done his research, he found out that there were many cases of people passing away on this land, and inside the house, as well as improperly discarded remains of people. Now here comes the part that took Slummy from a normal construction worker to a famous social media influencer. He began documenting his case and uploading it to the internet. I have shared some of his videos before, and here are some more I haven't shown, where he captured a figure peeking at him only visibly in the reflection of the glass, or the sounds of objects dropping and doors opening on their own. The lights were changing intensity all of a sudden. Dark shadow figures were passing right in front of him, and he was even pushed off the stairs by some invisible force. The house is haunted to the core.
What? Yeah.
Listen. If you're in here, you need to sound off now. Yo. Y'all, there's some weird shit going on right now. Not. Somebody was just walking up the driveway. We're gonna go ahead and head outside, but first, I got. Yo. What? I don't even know if that. I think I'm losing my mind right now. Wait a minute. Are y'all serious right now? What? I'm surrounded. It's just me. Is anyone else catch what that? Yo. Why the? Yo.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yo.
The more luxuriant and royal the house looks, the more nerve-wracking it becomes to me. I could never handle these royal-class old properties whatsoever. You know, sometimes I have nightmares of me being in some fancy house that looks completely acquired and taken care of, but yet it has a creepy vibe and is full of demonic hints, like paintings and such. And sometimes I even see scarier dreams where people finish the video without subscribing or watching the next video on screen.